Good morning, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. We're about to meet up with my friend David Khalifa, and today he's gonna take us on a northern Israel food tour. We're gonna go to Nazareth, we're gonna go to some other cities in the north. He knows the best food in all of Israel, so we're gonna eat some amazingly delicious food. This is gonna be a fantastic food tour day, and I can't wait to share it with you. That was about an hour and a half drive, and we have made it to Nazareth, and we're heading straight to lunch right now. The restaurant is called Diana Restaurant, and they're known for serving, David says they serve the best Palestinian food.
Absolutely. Well, Dukhul is one of the top, in my mind, one of the top 5 chefs in the country. Palestinians or Israelis. He is so talented.
Wow.
And he's got like, God bless his hands. So he can basically do any food. What he does here is Palestinian. It's very seasonal. They forage, or some women go forage herbs.
So
and
it's all local, lots of
plants.
local
Everything
ingredients
is
here.
local here.
All right.
The lamb is fantastic here.
Oh yeah. And David has been telling me about the kebabs here, which I'm a huge lover of kebabs, so I can't wait to watch them making it. They're getting ready to start cooking our kebabs. We're gonna watch them make it, we're gonna eat it. Oh, I can't wait to try the food here.
And all the way from here to Istanbul. מה יש בפנים, דוקטור?
טלה טוב, משובח,
טלה טוב, שומה,
אין,
לא,
בצל והרבה צנובר.
pinenuts, and parsley. That's it. And as you can see, this sword, it's in the logo of the restaurant.
Yeah.
נעם? תוציא את היד שלך. טעם את העיסה ככה.
Tell them. Taste it. Wow.
וואו.
It is amazing to watch him make the meat mixture, and he stands by his meat so well that you can eat it raw. This is a whole dab of raw lamb, and he just chopped it up with the sword. Oh, that's like butter. Oh, it's marvelous. Oh, my mouth is just, there's nothing that makes my mouth water more than hissing meat on the grill. We're starting off with lots and lots of appetizers, all sorts of different salads and dips, and then some falafel and some kube. I'm gonna go in for one of these falafels, and these are like oval-shaped falafels. Oh, that falafel is wonderful. It's kind of dense and like spongy and airy all at the same time. And there's already some tahini in the bottom there. There's an awesome falafel. This looks like a wonderful next bite. Oh. It's full of lemon. And then yeah, that's just pure parsley. Tomato salad.
It's a normal salad.
And I think there's some sumac in there as well. Such juicy tomatoes,
Mindful.
great onions, green onions in there, and that light, like sumac flavor. There are so many different little amazing salads and side dishes and dips here, but this is quite an attractive plate here, which is a roasted eggplant with yogurt on top. He's used a lot of sumac in the dishes as well, which is that little pink spice there that you can see. Oh, the smokiness of that charred flavor is insane. Then you have that like sour creaminess of the yogurt, and that's like basically what I taste. What really is highlighted here is the smokiness of the eggplant. Some fresh rocket salad arugula, beautiful produce. I love rocket. Has that such wonderful peppery taste to it. Next up, while it's still hot and fresh, I'm gonna try the kubet, which is a bulgur wheat wrapper stuffed with minced meat and then deep fried. Oh, it's just superb. It has a wonderful sweet cinnamon taste to it. The wrapper of that wheat is both crunchy and like you can taste the individual grains of it at the same time. This is another, it looks like it's another roasted kind of eggplant salad here. And it's like a perfect dip for scooping up with bread. Oh, that same smoky eggplant. But this is very, very lemony. Okay, next up is some musabacha, which is raw tahini with the chickpeas in there. Oh, it is amazing. Actually, we haven't even started on the meat yet, and I'm already loving the food here. The vegetables are like shining with freshness. Next up we have kubania, and this is there's raw minced meat on the bottom layer. It's like in cupcake formation. There's raw meat on the bottom layer with bulgur wheat, and then on the top is cooked meat, and then pine nuts. Oh, so you try to get some of the both the raw meat and the cooked meat in one bite, and all those pine nuts. Look at that, and onions I think as well. Oh, again, you can taste that cinnamon in there, and those pine nuts.
That's the whole fillet. It's not part of it. Yeah.
The wait for the grilled meat is over. We got two different types of meats on this plate. There is some of the kebab, which we saw him make, and then these are entire skewers of lamb fillet. This is an entire lamb fillet on a skewer and roasted, grilled over those white hot coals. I got it, and you can see there's some spice on there, probably just some pepper and salt. And oh, I'm just gonna bite out of this. Oh, that's ridiculously good. Oh, that just juices with lamb pastures in your mouth. It's not like fall apart tender lamb. This is the fillet. It has some texture to it. But the flavor that is released is just the purest lamb you've ever tasted. As much as I want to finish this skewer in a couple more bites, I'm gonna set it down right now, and I'm gonna go for one of those pieces of kebab while it's hot and fresh, which he like so delicately put on that skewer and grilled. And then all those, there's pine nuts in there, yeah, wow, that is gorgeous. Oh, it's melting in your mouth. I really taste the pine nuts in there. You got the pine nut crunch. You got the parsley in there, just perfectly salted, and just that lamb flavor just shines.
This is dukhul. It's not Palestinian. That's him.
This is what?
He invented it.
Oh, he invented it.
That's him. You know, that's why I'm telling you, he's such a great chef.
The next dish we got is stuffed lamb ribs, and the chef invented this dish. You can see the rack of lamb ribs, and then he stuffed it with rice. There's probably some light spice in there. There's some parsley and some pine nuts on top and some onions. And I think I might just start by tasting some of that rice. You can just see it's like melting in there with the lamb fat. Oh, it's steaming as well. Oh, it's just fragrant with lamb.
Okay, hold it with your hand, one hand. One hand.
Yeah, this is family.
Yeah.
We're eating family style here.
Yes.
Oh, and this is like family cooking. Oh, look at that lamb. Oh, you can see some pinkness in the meat. And I'll chop off this
the
rib as
family.
well. Oh, that meat just falls off there. Look at that. And the rice just like falls out of there. Oh, look at that. So now we have lamb on the bone, the lamb fat cap over there, and rice. There's just like melty lamb fat. Oh, it's tender. It's so fragrant. Oh, it's so hot. And it's just unbelievably fragrant. I wish you could smell that steam coming off of this lamb right now.
וואו, איזה פיתה גם, ג'וחו.
כן, פיתה מאוד
wow.
פיתה מאוד דקה דרך.
packed. Thank you. Amazing. And this is beef or lamb?
It's mixed.
That's okay. Smoky, like almost crunchy meat, but really finely chopped. Then you've got onions and tomatoes in there. It's just like pure meat in pita. That is what you call pure love stuffed into a pita. I thought that shawarma was going to be my dessert, but they brought us out more dessert. This is a kanafe, which is a local dessert made in this region. There's goat cheese on the bottom, and then there's syrup, and then noodles, crispy noodles on top, and then it's topped with a crumble of pistachio. Wow, this is a pretty large plate here. And oh yeah, it's cheese. You can see the type of cheese underneath there. That's the main ingredient of this dessert. Oh, it's just dripping with syrup. Oh yeah, that's sweet, but it is really, really good. And so rich. You can taste that cheese on the bottom. And then the noodles are like, they're very fine and very crispy. And then it's just like completely drenched, like kind of like soaked in that like almost floral tasting syrup. This is like a creamsicle. Oh, look at that delicateness, that tenderness, that jiggliness. You gotta eat it fast before it wiggles out of your spoon. Wow. That's like a silky, sticky pudding. That was a truly world-class, stunning meal. Those kebabs, the lamb fillet was just unbelievable. Even the salads were amazing. He's a friendly chef, he's a nice guy, he's extremely talented, and he's making some unbelievably good grilled meats and Palestinian food in Nazareth. David just dropped us off and he said we should just go into, there's just a wall here. And he said, go into this door and just start looking around. Oh, I can smell the spices in this little door. Oh, what an awesome shop. Oh, it's just packed with spices. An amazing shop. There are like dozens and dozens of spices. You can really smell, I don't know, the cinnamon in here, the fenugreek. And I'm getting some like citrusy aromas. Oh, dried chilies. There's lots of I think that's sage over there. Oh, nuts.
Oh, sad. Fish.
Wow, thank you. I'll go through some of these nuts now. We're stopping now for a cup of Turkish coffee and some more dates and nuts in the office of the shop. And this is a world-class shop. Oh, I love Turkish coffee. Oh, that aroma of cardamom is just outstanding. It's so good. Okay, back out into the bright light. We bought dried sage as well as some dried lavender, and also I bought some dried Louisa. I'm not sure what they are, but they can all be used to put into hot water for tea. So I'm always happy with herbal teas. We took a beautiful drive down the mountains towards the Mediterranean Sea, and we have arrived in this is just a really small village. It's almost like a neighborhood called Liman, and this is the place where David says is the best restaurant.
I brought gifts here. I have a very dear friend here. His name is Michael Local.
He's the chef.
He's the chef. He used to be a really top chef in Tel Aviv, ran his own restaurant. One day he decided he had enough from this competitive world and decided to come for pastoralia here in the countryside.
Wow.
He opened this restaurant about 4 years ago, and I think all the rest of the chefs in Israel will excuse me. I love you, but this is the best restaurant in Israel. Here you can eat the tastiest food in Israel.
Wow.
And you will see.
Uh-huh.
Very short menu, but you want to have everything, and you get everything, you order it, and everything is tasty.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much. It's a very nice restaurant, but it's a very family-oriented restaurant. There are lots of kids here. Thank you very much. A very short menu, but a very concise menu with just different specialties from this region, and they do a lot of foraging for different ingredients. I'm guessing they probably grow a lot of the ingredients right around here. Oh yeah. The olive oil is fantastic. Oh, it's wonderful. And you can taste the sea salt on it too. And then I really want to try that garlic. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so creamy. That just melts in your mouth. And it's just soaked in that wonderful olive oil.
Take some of this. Oh, it's beautiful. Squeeze some lemon. That's it.
It's a foundation of Bulgar wheat, and then there is a topping of raw tuna. That tuna just melts in your mouth. And then you've got that contrast of that Bulgar wheat. I think there's some sour yogurt or labane in there, and those herbs are just like beautifully pungent and fresh. There are perfectly charred onions. I love how there's whole stalks of green onions on here, and then there's labane on the bottom, and then on top, sprinkled on top, is sheep cheese. You can taste that slight gaminess of that sheep cheese. The first main course dish has arrived. This is lamb shawarma, and you can see the nuggets of lamb in there, and then what I like is it's just packed out again with fresh herbs and onions. That's awesome. The mint in there really stands out, and that lamb is just fall apart tender. Next dish is crystal shrimp, which are from the sea right where we are, and they came bubbling in a hot oil sauce. You can smell the sage coming off of here and the herbs. Oh, that's bubbling hot though. Yeah, that is insane. Oh, it's almost nutty in flavor, and I would not let this head go to waste. Oh wow, that is just the like purest, creamiest, slightly bitter tamale. Oh, that's just liquid gold. On the bottom is lentils, and then there's pieces of calamari. There's a mix of herbs. You can see parsley and mint on there, and then smoked labane. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything in my spoon. Those herbs shine. The mint is nice and strong. The lentils kind of are smooth and Tastes like they've been stewed until completely soft. This is lamb sweetbreads, which is the lower, it's the thymus. Wow, this looks awesome. And sweetbreads is one of the ultimate things, one of the ultimate organs you can eat. I'm gonna go for, I think I got 2 little bits of sweetbread in here with 1 charred onion and some beans. Oh, it's like natural sausage, so tender and just melts in your mouth. And 2 different desserts. One of them is a creme schnitt, and there's a lot of cream sandwiched between some like thin wafers. And she said to just smash it with a spoon. Oh, that's pretty awesome. Next up is a base of pineapple cut really, really thin, and then with coconut ice cream in the middle. Oh, that one is amazing. Oh, that just tastes like pure pineapple, and then with a really refreshing coconut ice cream paired with it. I think that's just pure pineapple, but it's so juicy. Good morning. We got home really late last night after that amazing meal, and I was so tired that I fell asleep immediately, so I'm gonna end the vlog this morning. I wanna say a gigantic thank you to David Khalifa. He's the Hungry Tourist on Instagram, and I'll leave his link in the description box. If you're not already following him, be sure to follow him now because he shares some of the most amazing food from around the world, and it was just his kindness and his passion and our friendship. He's a great friend of mine, and it was just his kindness. He took us around for 6 full days. Not only an extremely fun experience, but it was very educational. I learned a lot about the food in this entire region of the world, and it was really an honor and a privilege to hang out with David and to eat such amazing food and all the places that we visited. So again, a huge thank you to David Khalifa. His link is in the description box below. And I want to say thank you to you for watching this entire series in Israel. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below what you think. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from Tel Aviv, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching.